Have you ever wondered what it would feel like to step onto an alien world? To leave your footprints in a place where no human had ventured before? This is not a tale of science fiction, but rather one of human tenacity and ingenuity that unfolded over 5 decades ago with the Apollo 11 moon landing. In the late 1960s, the United States and the Soviet Union were embroiled in a fierce space race. The finish line? The moon. The United States launched the Apollo 11 mission on July 16, 1969, carrying 3 brave astronauts, Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin, and Michael Collins. The spacecraft soared into the heavens, carrying the hopes and dreams of a nation. Apollo 11 journeyed for 3 days before it finally entered the moon's orbit. Collins, the command module pilot, stayed aboard the spacecraft, preparing to play a pivotal role in the mission's final stages. Meanwhile, Armstrong and Aldrin descended to the lunar surface in the lunar module, aptly named Eagle. The world held its breath as Armstrong radioed back to mission control. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." It was July 20th, 1969. Armstrong then made his way down the lunar module's ladder. With a global audience of over 500 million people watching on their television screens, he left the first human footprint on the moon and declared, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Shortly after, Aldrin joined Armstrong on the lunar surface. They planted the American flag, collected moon rocks, conducted experiments, and even received a phone call from President Richard Nixon. After spending a little over 2 hours outside the lunar module, they returned to the Eagle, leaving behind only their footprints and the flag. The lunar module then ascended, reuniting with Collins in the command module. On July 24, 1969, Apollo 11 splashed down in the Pacific Ocean, safely returning the astronauts to Earth. Their mission was a success, effectively ending the space race. Today, we explored the chronological events of the Apollo 11 moon landing. We ventured on a journey that took us from the launch at Kennedy Space Center through the tension-filled descent to the moon to the historic first steps taken by humans on an alien world. We revisited the momentous occasion when Armstrong and Aldrin planted the American flag and collected invaluable moon rocks. We also understood the pivotal role played by Collins, who waited in the command module, ready to facilitate the return journey. Finally, we relieved the triumphant return to Earth, marking the successful completion of the mission. The Apollo 11 moon landing was not just a victory for the United States, but a triumph for all of humanity. It showcased our ability to dream big, to explore the unknown, and to leave our mark on the universe. This event, now over 5 decades old, continues to inspire generations to look up at the moon and imagine the possibilities.